the connecting the world one pass at a time. Do you know like the origin of that, where it came from? Why is it important, and what does it mean to you?
To be fair, it's something that I have never asked him, but to me, obviously, means something. Like,
Sure.
I met him, and this is where I'm at right now. To me, connecting the world one pass at a time, get to know that person in the elevator, in your same building, it's in your work, you never know.
Sphere is a company that was born out of the necessity for human connection and camaraderie. Their goal is to connect the world one pass at a time and are currently doing that through 46 total locations. Those locations range everywhere from the United States to Canada and even Spain. Today, we have Jose Jimenez. He is the general manager of Sphere Houston. He was born in Venezuela and moved to the United States in 2013 as an international student. He found his calling on a soccer field in Houston and hasn't looked back since. On this episode, we discuss the value of getting active outside of the gym, surrounding yourself with like-minded people, and the future of Sphere. Enjoy this episode and like, subscribe, and share with anyone you think could find some value. Welcome to Only the Greatest Podcast. If you're feeling stuck and unsure what to do next in your fitness journey, we might be what you're looking for. My name is Philip. I own and operate OTG Fitness, which is a private personal training gym on the south side of Houston in Webster. I do this podcast every week with my best friend, Daryl. We've been friends since third grade and working out together ever since. Also joining us today will be Sean. He's the one that makes this podcast not only sound great, but look good as well. Our goal here is to help Houston make its way up the ladder of health and fitness. So if you're in the Houston area and ready to become the greatest version of yourself, be sure to like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform.
What up, what up, what up?
Back.
What y'all didn't notice was that Sean just counted us down. And at this point in time, I'm now winging it on an entry. Phil and I discussed who was going to bring it in.
Yeah.
And we finalized that Daryl's more of a winger and I'm more of
Phil's
a planner.
a planner, I'm a winger.
Yeah. You winged it in instead of brought it in.
I winged it in.
Yeah,
Phil would have planned it in. I winged it in.
I thought it would be.
And Jose probably would have kicked it in.
That was good. Yeah. I see why.
And Sean would have probably recorded it in.
Probably.
We all have our own niche, right? So as you can see, as the guests on YouTube can see, we have a guest on today's 101st episode.
It is 101
Dalmatians.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Right? Isn't it the number?
Yeah.
That
they
was
made
one of
other
my
ones, too.
favorite shows when I was a kid.
They made others though, right? 102.
There was 102.
Okay. I just want to make sure I was
That's a lot of dogs.
101 Dalmatians, dude. And Dalmatians are mean. People think pit bulls are mean. I think Dalmatians have some of the worst.
They're very aggressive.
I have heard about that.
They're very aggressive.
Anyway, still cute though. What dog version. But yeah, as y'all can see, we got a guest on today for 101st episode. I'm very excited about it. I feel like he's somebody who can bring a lot of value, and somebody just has a super interesting story, right? So Jose, go ahead and introduce yourself, man. Who you are, where you're from, what do you do, anything you want to talk about, man.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys for hosting me and being here with you guys.
Absolutely,
For
Appreciate
sure.
it. The drive wasn't that good to start.
Oh, man.
It was a drive.
Where were you coming from?
Houston.
Oh, okay, so downtown.
River Oaks.
Okay.
It was like an hour.
Yeah,
but they're good. Well, guys, I'm from Venezuela. I was born and raised in Venezuela. I moved to the U.S. Let's get it started over. All right, I played soccer my whole life.
Okay.
So, I think
Even growing up, Venezuela, played soccer.
Yeah. I played baseball. I swim, soccer, tennis. I did karate.
Very active kid.
Very active. Problematic too. So my mom had me there. So that was one of the reasons.
She sent him to another country because of it.
Yeah, that's true. But now she moved here and she's with me. She was like, "All right, I need that problem back."
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
But yeah, I mean, I was a really an active kid during my time, and I found out in 2002, and this one with Brazil. I think Brazil won the World Cup. That I wanted to pursue soccer.
Yeah, you got super interested in it.
Yeah, the whole World Cup. I just watched it and I fell in love with it. And from there, I just started playing soccer here in academies. And then I found an academy, which was interesting. Like it's called Centro Español in Venezuela. It's like a academy, Spanish academy.
Okay.
And they had come up with Barcelona at the beginning. Like the coach's son was playing out there, second division was coming back and forth. And also we had.
So was this? Sorry to interrupt you. Was this like just a soccer academy, or was it a school in general that had a good soccer program?
No. It was a soccer academy.
All soccer. Okay.
It was meant to basically create kids and sell them.
Sell them to soccer teams.
Yeah, which was based just in this city called Maturin. So they used to sell players to Caracas Football Club and Monegas Football Club.
Okay,
that was the two biggest ones that were buy from the academy. And growing up there, my mom started listening to she was listening to a podcast that time in the car, and she found out about this program that was sending kids to the U.S., but they had to do a tryout. So I did a tryout, and then they started I was under there, they approved me to start under, and then they gave me universities to go. At that time, I was already 17. So I moved to the U.S., to Kentucky, started playing soccer there.
So you played collegiate at that in Kentucky, or was it another it
was college.
It was collegiate soccer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was college, and graduated from there, moved to Houston, as Houston has more opportunities than up there just because of the diversity and everything involved. And by mistake, because I was here by myself, I found out it was Sphere, which was crazy. This was in 2018. I went to only one class. Then I went to a Neymar tournament in February 2019. And I was looking at just good-looking people, having fun, having a blast at that tournament. And also, they had a team.
Yeah.
We compete against that team. We lost. And
damn it.
I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, these good-looking people, come on.
They're good-looking and they won.
And Mike Chavala at that time, which is the owner, he saw me. He's always charismatic.
So this is a situation where you were playing for the other team and the leader of Sphere saw you play for the other team, or were you already playing for Sphere?
No. I mean, I was playing for another team. We were playing against a team that is Sphere made, but they were hosting the Neymar tournament.
Okay. So Mike was in a scouting in a way, kind of watching everybody.
He's always on that look.
Okay. He's always scouting.
He's like that. He's a hustler.
Yeah.
So he's always in business mind.
Mm-hmm.
There is a go. So, I mean, at that time, he was just, hey, just come, try it out. Hey, yeah, I mean, I heard about a Sphere last year. I just went to one class. And basically from there, I just started going, but I stopped going just because I got into a relationship at that time. A girl didn't like it to go and meet these people just because they were fun, energetic. And then I moved out of a Sphere 2 years down the road. 2020, I started working because I came to one class again. And I started working out. I came to one class and Mike was like, hey, bro, would you like to join us as a marketing guy? I was like, I'm not more a marketing guy, but I can help you. And then 2 months down the road, he was like, hey, would you like to become a coach? Yes, for sure. 3-4 months later, hey, I would like to be part of this team from the operation side.
Mm-hmm.
And on my birthday, I think it was 2 years ago, hey, I had a present for you. And hey, there's some shares of the company, so you're co-owner with me, like you're part of this business.
Super cool, man. That's a perfect segue. So tell us a little bit about Sphere. What's the primary focus? I know you said the headquarters is here in Houston. You have multiple locations. Tell us a little bit about who Sphere is and what y'all do.
Yeah, well, I mean, like we are like a soccer club, but like based in fitness.
Yeah.
It's soccer inspiring fitness.
Mm-hmm.
So we run classes, we run fitness, we run soccer, but our main goal is basically connect people.
Yep.
Our slogan is connecting the world one pass at a time, which means right now, guys, I didn't know you guys from like probably last week.
Yeah.
So I got to meet you guys. So that's connecting.
Yep.
Because you're going to meet people that it's going to help you in life. So that's the only way for you to succeed. And
oh yeah, people are anybody who's crazy successful will tell you that people around you are the key ingredient, right? So
yeah, I mean, like connections around the world, it's what make you.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like in the past, and this is coming from Mike. Mike told us always, like, have you noticed that within the years we have lost that touch, that contact with people, that we go to an elevator and we don't even say good morning or hi? So our slogan, it's get to that elevator, say good morning, connect with that person, and bring the best out of you.
Yeah. Okay. So he's somebody who's super big on networking, showing kindness to people, receiving kindness from people, and everybody learning from each other is what it sounds like. So it sounds like he really understands the importance of, and you understand the importance of surrounding yourself with, good, strong, like-minded people so that you can grow together.
Yeah, and that's really much our goal here with this podcast, right? We want, if we're really going to help Houston make its way up the ladder of health and fitness, we got to connect with people, share stories, talk about our past success, and be successful together.
Right.
And that was the biggest thing whenever I saw, y'all's information and everything about Sphere was not only just the diversity and all the different things going on and how it's bringing people together, but it's bringing them together with purpose.
Yeah.
It's one thing for us to hang out and have a couple beers.
To meet up and have a
have a couple drinks.
To meet up for dinner.
Yeah, but it's another thing to meet up with purpose.
And to compete.
Yes, and to get better.
Right.
And I saw one thing I wanted to ask about specifically, which is the locker room.
Yeah.
That goes on with Sphere. Y'all call it the locker room. It's basically like a social media type thing. So can you kind of maybe explain that a little bit and how it helps people connect together to improve themselves and, maybe reach the next level, reach their goals, things like that?
Yeah, for sure. Sorry about that. Like,
No, you're good.
You go to a gym, you have a front desk, and you have a person attending that front desk, right? We avoid to have that just because it kills the connection, the genuine connection between people. We're not like
it's almost like a forced meeting.
So yes.
Okay.
Or number one rule in their locker room.
It's funny because OTG has a,
Yeah.
we'll go into
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. Go ahead, though. I'm sorry.
No. I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Or number one rule in the Sphere is no strangers. So makes everybody and to connect also like to force you when someone new comes to Sphere. If I'm there or Mike is there, he's the first person. Hey, how's it going? My name is Mike. 90 seconds.
Yeah.
You spend 90 seconds with that person. Then you find, okay, he's from this country. He's from this. All right, let's connect you with another one. And he pass it around just to connect people on that locker room.
Little technique that he uses to connect eventually everybody in the room or everybody in the vicinity.
Yeah. I wanted to touch on you mentioning how there's no front desk.
Yeah.
We do the same. And that's what Daryl was talking about. We have the same philosophy. And I don't know how much you know about us, but Only the Greatest is the brand and OTG Fitness is the gym. When we focus on personal training, we help people look better, feel better, live better. That's one of our slogans.
Yep.
And we have the same philosophy. When you go to most gyms, you walk in, front desk person greets you, you scan your little card or whatever. When you come to OTG, the offices are actually in the back because you're at a gym to work out.
Yeah.
You're not there to talk to a salesperson or anything like that. You're not there to check in. You're there to work out.
Fitness.
Right? You're there for your fitness. And so, we have this very same philosophy. No front desk person. When you walk in the front door, you're in the gym.
You're fitness first.
Yeah, it's fitness first. That's great. I've never thought about it that way, but that's pretty much what it is. There's no salesperson there to or anything like that. You're in in the room. It's one big room, and everyone says hi. You get greeted by name as soon as you come in. So yeah, I just thought that was really interesting. That's a really cool thing.
Yeah. So as soon as he started saying that, I was like, man, OTG, we kind of have
Same philosophy. Offices in the back is our thing. Yeah, offices in the back. But I mean, with the locker room thing, is it something that all the members have like on their phone, or is that more of like a philosophy, or is it both? I guess.
So it's both. We have it like on an app, which is Slack. That's our main locker room where we communicate everything. And our main locker room as well in person, it's basically everywhere. We set up 2 goals and a ball to work out. That's basically our locker room.
Okay.
We try to build community first. Don't get me wrong, like obviously you get through selling and everything like that, but our main reason is just to connect, because you don't know when you're going to need from that person.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what happened with me in the past. I mean, like I met Mike, I never knew that I was going to become this person, and I would have not done it if I wouldn't met him before.
Yeah, you wouldn't be the person you are today if it wasn't for that connection, because by surrounding yourself with like-minded people, you're going to be better than you were by yourself. Yeah. If Daryl hadn't been my friend for the past 20 plus years, we wouldn't be here. Yeah. We're better because of that. If I didn't see Sean, if I wouldn't have gone and got a coffee at Inspira that one day when they were there was a outside of the gym. So Sean and I, all 3 of us went to high school together. Mm-hmm. And Sean, I hadn't seen him in many years. Me and Daryl have been friends forever, but I hadn't seen Sean in a long time, probably since high school. And he was doing a photo shoot for a coffee truck. And it was an event that was hosted at our business complex. And
where the gym is.
Yeah, where the gym is. The coffee truck was there. And I go get a coffee because I'm like looking around at the booths and stuff.
Supporting
and I was like,
the business.
Yeah, supporting the small business. It said, Texas on it, or Houston or whatever on the coffee truck. So I go over there and I'm like, I order my coffee or whatever. And as I'm walking away, I'm like, was that Sean Archibald?
Yeah, I was definitely in there whipping up some coffee.
Yeah.
And
next thing you know, like 2 weeks later, we needed help with this. And I was like, Sean was in there taking pictures. I'm pretty sure he had a camera. So I go look him up on Instagram.
Yeah.
And he's a photographer. Yeah. And
that's crazy.
So I reached out to him and here we are.
One thing led to another, and now he's the only media guy that OTG employs, right?
Mm-hmm.
He does everything, all the production, all the social media.
That's great.
He's the guy, right? But surrounding yourself with good, strong, like-minded people. We've said it about 10 times already, but it's much easier to grow, to stay consistent, to push to the next level. And it's even harder whenever so I like to think of all the people around me as a team at this point in my life. I have a team of people around me, whether it's friends, family, coworkers. And if you have a strong team, they're going to help push you to the next level. But on the flip side of that coin, if you have a weak team, if you have bad influences influencing you, then it's going to be even harder to stay consistent, to grow, to be better, to any number of things you want to, whatever your version of improving is, right? If, it's getting better at soccer. If you have people who either don't like soccer or lazy or whatever, right? You're not going to get better at soccer by hanging out with them if that's your thing, right?
Yeah.
And the worst part that I've seen, and I think even, I'm not sure about, I don't want to speak for you, but I know for me, for sure, when you're surrounded by the wrong people, not only are you not moving to the next level, but you don't even know that you can move to the next level.
Right.
That happens a lot.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
When you don't even know your own potential because you're surrounded by the wrong people.
Yeah.
And then when you get surrounded by the right people, not only do you realize your own potential, but those people help you fulfill it.
So it's the Ed Milet thermostat analogy, right? Mm-hmm. The people around you are the thermostat, right? Yeah. So when you start to heat up and get better, that thermostat's going to kick on, and those people are going to bring you back down to their level, right? And if you're hanging out with high level people and you start to cool down, that thermostat's going to kick on, and those people around you are going to be like, "What are you doing, dude? You need to heat back up. You need to get, you need to regulate your temperature, basically."
Yeah.
And it's true in both directions. I love that analogy.
Yeah.
So
When you're the coach in there, is that your main role is to get these people to connect? Because I know like Sphere has a fitness part that you mentioned, but so you're getting people to connect, and then you as the coach, you're making sure that not only does everyone know each other, but they're also pushing themselves to the next level, like in these classes. Is that kind of how it goes?
Yeah, so our main class is called Sphere, which is a signature name. In that one, it's where you go to work out, but you feel like you're in a club, having fun, popping the bottles. Like, that's what we're looking for, because even we have lights. Like, there's one that is called Halftime Run. On that one, you put the best music out there, and you have 2 whistles to run. Bro, those 2 whistles, I'm talking the whole time. I'm talking push yourself, push to the limit, but most important, push that person next to you.
Yeah. So
Not
is it
just
one of them,
yourself.
the whistle blows, you take off, the whistle blows, you stop?
So
Is that type of thing?
it's we have an analogy like walk, jog, and run.
Yep.
So we walk with only 1 light, we run with 5 lights, and then crazy lights. Well,
Sprint.
It's sprinted out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. So I like where this conversation's going. We have a bullet point on here. So obviously, we're about being in the gym, weight training. First question is, one, do y'all do any of that? Do y'all do any type of functional, I guess, resistance training within Sphere?
We do it, but it's not like with weights or anything like that. It's more like with slam balls.
Slam balls,
resistant
body weight, resistance bands.
It's that class
All
is
those.
called 45, which is endurance. It's Tuesday to Thursday. So
Yeah. So I mean, those work just the same.
Yeah,
You know,
we do plenty of that stuff too. We believe in resistance training, and then also doing the cardiovascular and endurance piece. So anytime you have weights, whether it's body weight, whether it's band, whether it's those balls, that still falls under the category of resistance training for us.
Yeah,
absolutely. So what are your thoughts, Jose, on so obviously getting in the gym, resistance training, slam balls, all that stuff is great for you. Body weight exercise is great for you. But how do you feel about the value of getting outside and getting active? Like, the benefit of going to play outdoor soccer game. How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, like, that's the most important part. Like, you go to a gym, you go to, like, any gym that you want to, which is great, but you always have to have in mind that you have to keep yourself moving.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And because if you get comfortable, you're not going to advance.
Yep.
I mean,
you can't get comfortable on the soccer field. I like that.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually going back to our last point is the competitive environment.
Right.
Helps you bring out the best of yourself, for sure.
Meeting up to compete.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't get if you're getting comfortable on the soccer field, you're losing.
Yeah.
Because those guys are the amount of running,
so much
direction changes. I'm like, good night, because they're not jogging around out there. These guys are sprinting, dude. It's not like me. I can go jog. Ask Phil. I can jog. I've run a half marathon before. I can jog.
Oh,
sprinting for a 90-minute. Is it a 90-minute soccer game?
It's 90 minutes soccer game. No, but I mean, it's totally different when you go to like these type of things, like where is Sphere. Like, it's totally different. In a soccer game, for sure, you have to be active. And for sure.
Do y'all play full games? Or
no, it's 5v5. Or concept, it's not compete, instead connect.
Oh.
Like, our soccer, like, part, it's basically more like, yeah, you're going to compete, but, like, obviously you have to take care of yourself and your teammate, just because next, say, you have work,
that's right,
classes, or anything.
Okay.
It's leave that competition inside, and in the outside, just keep.
Show up, connect, compete, whatever you want to do, and then whenever you leave, you go take care of that business, and when you come back, let's do it again.
Yeah.
Type of mentality. I like that. So Phil mentioned it a little while ago, the connecting the world one pass at a time. Do you know, like, the origin of that, where it came from? Why is it important, and what does it mean to you?
I wish Mike were here.
Shout out, Mike. This question's for you.
Chavala. Bro, I mean, like, to be fair, it's something that I have never asked him. But to me, obviously, means something. Like,
sure.
I met him, and this is where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
It's, to me, connecting the world one pass at a time. Get to know that person in the elevator. Probably it's in your same building. It's in your work. You never know. Like, even if it's your first day, let's say you go to work, and it's your first day at work, you meet that person. It could be the CEO, could be this, like somebody that it can mean something in your life in the future.
That's right. I like that a lot. You know, connecting the world one pass at a time can be translated so many different ways and looked at so many different ways. But I think the really cool part that I want to bring up about this is that Mike has never told you like where it came from, where he got it from. And maybe it's simple. Maybe it's something he just spouted off one day. However, you have built your own, I guess, value, your own thoughts, your own, hey, this is what it means to me. And you just laid out this definition of something that you don't know the actual definition of, right? That he never actually told you.
Yeah, I mean, so like he never actually told me. I'm basically just saying it out loud to what it means to me, just because I came to this country knowing no one, and then I stay in this country now knowing someone.
Oh yeah, well, so, you sound like you know a whole lot of people.
I was gonna ask about that. How was it like the transition to coming from Venezuela to America? Like how? Well, was it easy? Was it difficult?
It was. So I knew English a little bit. But whenever I got there, it was like, oh, man, I went to Kentucky. Oh, my God. I don't even know how to. It's going to be cold. I don't even know how to make a sentence or do a sentence together. Like, I don't even know how to retain a conversation. What am I going to do? The moment I walked to that cafeteria, like 120 Venezuelans. I'm like, oh, man, I feel like home here. Just leave me out. I'm home, bro.
Nice. Nice. They talk the same dialect. Y'all were just, okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, every single one of us, like, the first word that I heard was like, oye, ¿qué pasa, bro? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué eso? Yeah. So that's something that, like, I was like, oh, man, I'm approaching that table.
Mm-hmm. Right. So in Venezuela, y'all speak, it's a version of Spanish, right?
It's Spanish.
Yeah. Okay. But it's not like, I'm assuming it's different than like Mexico or Central American. It's a little different.
It's a little bit different.
But y'all can still all kind of, it's the same. It's the same root language.
Yes.
But maybe certain things mean different things. But for the most part, you can communicate.
No, we can communicate. The only difference is like Central America and South America, they have different type of ways to say things.
Yep.
And it may be rude in some other places or anything like that. But like Colombians or Venezuelans are basically the same.
Yeah. Okay. That's super interesting. Yeah. When we went, my wife and I went to Canada earlier this year. We made one stop in Canada. It was a whole trip, but long story short, I booked this zip lining tour, and there was these foreign exchange. They were students, but I don't want to call them kids. They were anywhere from 19 to 23. Yeah. These kids that were working the zip lines, and it was pretty intense zip lining. And we met this one guy that was from New Zealand, and he was super cool. We spoke the same language. Of course, he had an accent and everything, but it's like what you're saying is he would like make a joke or say a slogan or something, and I'm like,
what is that?
I understand the words that you're saying, but what does it mean when you put that combination together? And he's like, oh, I guess in America, what do you say? He was telling me about a friend that had gotten too drunk. And he said something like, he's like, yeah, we were hanging out and having some drinks, and one of my buddies, he pushed the boat out way too far. And I'm like, were y'all like, I think y'all were going out on the lake? It was like, he didn't. And he was like, no. In New Zealand, basically is, when you start to drink, the analogy is you're pushing the boat out, and the idea is to stay where you can still reach or sober enough to get up into the boat. And he couldn't do either one. So it's just crazy how we come up with these different sayings, right?
The slang is different. And correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe these days with the skills that you've learned over the past couple of years, connecting all these people, talking to all these people, maybe you'd feel a little more comfortable, and you wouldn't have to go into a room of 120 people exactly like yourself to be able to start a conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, like, long story short, like, I remember the first day as it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, I was shy, the shyest kid in the room, like, when I was coming to Sphere, like, the first few times. The first time that Mike offered me to be a coach, all right, let's go. Because we used to do, during COVID time, we stayed active. And we were doing like power workouts where we used to gather like 45 people, 50, 60 sometimes. And he put me around to all these people that were my friends. And even though that they were my friends, all right, Jose, it's your turn. I was like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
Still locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you're put on the spot, that's definitely something that I think some people are naturally born with it, but it's something that you got to practice, right?
Yeah.
You got to be able to, I guess, shake that off and move beyond it, right? If you ever want to,
It's never easy the first time, the first couple times, the first 10 times. But you just have to keep going. We talked about this last week. Yeah. Just keep doing it and you will get better. And in the back of your mind, you just need to know that if I keep practicing this thing, if I keep working on this skill and I keep pressing forward, I know I'm uncomfortable, but growth comes from the discomfort. And if you keep that in the back of your mind, you will keep pushing forward and know that this is all going to be worth it. All this discomfort, all this awkwardness, all this quiet that everyone's looking at me. But if you just keep going, you'll eventually get that skill.
The awkwardness and the discomfort will even become a tool that you can use because it's something you can talk about and be like, man, the first time, Mike told me I had to go talk to these people, I was so frozen up, but now here I am. I'm a lot more, I guess, extroverted, and I'm coaching people. I went from not even being able to really talk to strangers or even friends to now I coach a team of guys or girls or whoever, right? Yeah. And that's cool. That's a tool you can use.
That's an inspirational story to someone else.
Somebody who's shy and introverted, they're going, man, Jose was shy at one point. This guy's not. He's not shy at all. He's sitting here on a podcast,
This dude's dancing on the field with everybody.
Now I'm the guy that pop those bottles and get on that table.
Oh yeah, there you go. Sean did have a request, actually. Speaking of,
well, y'all keep talking. I'll pull it up.
Okay, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Oh man.
So Phil always. I'll give you a little backstory before Sean gets there. When we have a guest, usually Phil, it's somebody who Phil or Sean lined up. And Phil will call like he did with you or message, have a little conversation. He'll build something like this, send it to Sean and I, say, hey, Jose's coming on in a few days. This is kind of the idea. And if you have an Instagram handle, he'll send it to us. Say, hey, go. And we like to research anybody who we're going to, so I'll always go in. Oh, Jose, okay. Scroll through, see what you're about. Oh, okay, this is something I want to talk about, And so Sean came up with one.
Yeah, I found this dance, man. You and your, I guess. I
know what you're talking about.
We need a live example.
We need to learn how to do this.
No, I mean, like,
you kind of had it down, man. You were moving.
I mean, you inspired Sean. Sean was like, I got to learn this dance.
No, bro, like, long story short, I mean, like, I'm coaching one class one day. Just to tell you that story, like, from the beginning. And I met this girl. I was a little bit mean to her. That's why she tells me that I was mean to her. Mean, like, oh, yeah, just, why he's mean to me? Like, he's not laughing at my jokes and everything like that. I was like, I mean, I'm working. I'm supposed to, like, perform and, like,
be professional.
Be professional. Like, you're a girl and I want to respect you. But she saw it from the point of view, like,
sorry.
No worries. That I was being mean to her. And 4 days passed and then we started hanging out. And I was like, well, I think all the help. Now I'm here. But now
4 days. That's all it took.
4 days.
You're hanging out. You go from being mean to hanging out.
Like up 4 to 1 week.
A little schoolyard crush type situation.
Yeah, something like that. She came to one class. Referred for like one of my friends too. She came to one class, then she never left. And basically she started coming more. We started hanging out. Now she's my girlfriend, and hopefully my fans like in a couple years.
Awesome.
That's super cool. So y'all been together for a little while now, or?
Oh, about 9 months.
Okay.
That's pretty good little run.
Yeah.
All because of Sphere. All because of connecting people.
Of Sphere.
No, I mean, like, bro, I mean, like, there is a couple that I want to admire and shout out, like, which is Ellie and Josh. This is basically why we have a sphere, and that's our goal, just to connect people and souls together.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like y'all are. I mean, there's matches.
There's two, right? We just named two
right off the bat. There's two like power couples that came together. Sean, maybe you should go to Sphere.
I'll check it out, man.
Sean's looking at soccer cleats right now.
This is from my dance partner, man.
No, but like on that time, she was like, oh, like I think it was like 3 months in a row. Like we've been dating. I think we should open a TikTok and start doing like TikTok videos. Then she showed me these dance. I'm never gonna do that. I'm never gonna do it. And next thing you know,
3 hours later,
and that's how we do it right now. Like we do probably like a couple training sessions on the dances, and then
you're right to it.
Yeah.
Spheres connecting fiancés and power dancers one pass at a time.
Girl.
I love it, man. Yeah. So Jose, man, tell us if people want to become a part of Sphere, how to connect, where to follow you on Instagram, where if Sphere's out there on social media, where to follow them. Go ahead and give us all the details on that, man. If people are interested.
Yeah, I mean, like just look it up on Instagram, shoot us a DM, or if you want, just basically look it up on the internet, sphere.club. We have a trial, which is $30 for 30 days, and then you can stay there. But obviously, and always, if you shoot a DM to our main page, you have a trial class for free.
So it's sphere.club.
Sphere.club.
And then what about the Instagram handle?
It's a sphere.club.
Okay, sphere.club. Okay, yeah. I like that. So sphere.club is the website and the Instagram handle.
That's correct.
You can shoot a DM to the main page. You can reach out, or I guess there's contact information on the website. You can reach out. What about yourself? You want people to follow you on Instagram?
Yeah, it's
Coach. Coach, power dancer, co-owner.
Yeah, right.
And
what was the date on that? When was that posted? If you want to see that exact post,
yesterday. No,
well, right before we did a video yesterday too.
I reposted it yesterday.
My Instagram
that was
handle
May 13th, man. May 13th.
Go back to May 13th, and you can see Jose tearing up the rug. Not cutting the rug, he was tearing it up.
Yeah, ripping it up.
Oh, bro. My Instagram handle is Jose JB Jimenez.
Jose JB Jimenez. That's Jimenez with a J, yo.
Yes,
and I know that because I already looked him up.
Just look it up, shoot us at the end, and we got you there.
It's soccer combined with fitness. It's soccer from a fitness perspective, basically.
It's soccer from a fitness perspective. We have just fitness and endurance classes, which do not require you to play soccer, or main class, which is called a Sphere. That's a signature name. It's basically all levels. Yeah. And then the soccer, it's basically all levels too. And we're trying to create a program where we have beginners, intermediate, and high level, just to keep that same intensity with the same groups.
Yep. So y'all accept anybody any level from never played to Lionel Messi.
There you go.
Can he come to Sphere?
I wish he could.
Well, Mike was a professional, right?
He
I saw that on
Dynamo.
y'all's. Yeah. Mike was a professional soccer player.
Oh, that's super cool.
So they have high level stuff.
Just wanted to point out that what Jose said, I really wanted to highlight, whether or not you've never played or you're used to be a professional like Mike was, you're welcome at Sphere. And they even have a program there. If you don't want to play soccer, you can still come and network with all the people of Sphere, which I think is super cool. So yeah, guys, use it as a networking tool. If nothing else, go and meet some people, connect. And like Jose's been saying, you never know who you're going to meet, right?
Yeah, the once a month Sunday thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about that real quick.
So once a month, every last Sunday of the month, we have, which is called Soulful Sunday. It's basically just to bring businesses together and promote wellness. It's completely free. We do it at Pitch 25. We have yoga, heat workout, and soccer.
Okay. Super cool.
Yeah,
so
I will be there on this past one. We had a Halloween party last weekend.
Yeah.
at our house.
Yeah,
you're
we did.
you're in the presence of a champion right now.
That's what
so-
happened. Oh, what happened?
Yeah.
Now I wanted to know.
I won the costume contest, and that's right. I was that scary.
But so yeah, we had a big Halloween party Saturday night. So all day Sunday, I was cleaning up our house here. But the next one, I want to make my way out to there. I feel like it'd be a great place for us to connect. Maybe meet some other people for our podcast as well. It'll probably be a good connection spot for that, and have some fun, and get you good. I'll do a workout, right? A live workout.
Yeah, we
there.
do. So usually we're trying to build what is called like complete wellness, where we have a run club, yoga, HIIT workout, and then soccer.
Super
And
cool.
Bring businesses
very
to
well
connect.
rounded.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a little bit of everything, whatever you're into, And hey, man, I know Phil was probably getting to this point, but anytime you want to come by the gym, OTG Fitness, get a workout, get a resistance training session with us, man. We're in the area. We're always ready to go. That's our main thing.
I would love to.
We're never like, hey, you want to go grab food or you want to go grab drinks? It's, hey, you want to meet at the gym?
Yeah. We're either
running,
running
or going to the gym.
Oh,
Yeah.
Have you run a marathon? You say yes.
Half marathon.
Half marathon.
Yeah.
I did the Spartan race
Ooh, okay.
last year, 10K. Half of the, not even half of the run, 6 minutes. It's really that I'm here paying to run? Like, what the hell am I not doing?
Yeah, I know.
It's now like halfway through, I was like, okay, I paid for that medal. I'm going to get it.
Yeah, I am currently signed up for a marathon in January.
Oh, really?
And the hard training starts this week for sure. I never imagined that I'd be running for fun or paying someone else to let me run on the street.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Dude, I was in such bad shape after that half marathon. I asked Phil, I was limping around for like 4 days. From the time I finished to like 4 days later. And towards the end, I'm thinking, I basically bought the worst soreness and pain I've ever felt in my life. I paid for it to have
Paid
it.
for the pain.
Yeah. I paid to have it.
Yeah, there you go.
Have you done one too?
I've done
You did a couple of halves,
three
huh?
half marathons now, I think.
Well, you're a pro.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that. I'm a pro at spending. I'm a pro at spending money to let me run on their street.
There you go.
But yeah, all in preparation for the full marathon. So we'll see what happens with running after that. We'll see.
Love
There
it.
you
Well, they, whenever they have their meetups, there's a running. Well, I'm sure there's running in general within Sphere, but at that meetup, there's a whole
Specific run club.
So make sure you show up. Make sure you show up to compete, Phil.
I'm there to win. There's no doubt about it.
You can't beat some soccer players at running, Bill. I'm telling
I
you.
mean, I'll give
let's
it
get
hell.
started.
Yeah, I'll try. It's all about effort.
There you go.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Jose, you got anything else, man? You wanted to get out there? Anything else you need to say to the people?
Well, I mean, like, thank you guys for hosting me, first of all,
Absolutely.
and thank you guys for watching this podcast. I think, like, you guys are bringing a lot of what we need here in Houston to support internal businesses.
That's our main goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just thank you. Keep doing it, and let's push it too.
Much appreciated, man. Sean, you got anything?
I don't got nothing, man. Thank
Other
you.
than he owes you a dance.
Yeah,
lesson.
we just appreciate you having you on the show, man, and you coming down. So thank you.
Yeah,
appreciate
thanks
that.
for making the drive. I know it was a little bit of a haul for you, but we like to do this in person. We don't do virtual.
Yeah.
We want to
I hate
sit down.
virtual.
Yeah, we want to sit down face to face, really have fun, meet in person, just like you guys, and that really helps establish the connection, the relationship, to help us all be the greatest version of ourselves, and that's what we're trying to do.
Love it, man. So, guys, give us a like, give us a follow, a subscribe, a share. Follow sphere.club. Go to sphere.club is the website. Jose JB Jimenez on Instagram. Any of those will get you linked up.
And look
with
at my
Sphere.
dancing move.
May 13th is a very special. May 13th is a very special
check
dance.
that out.
And I challenge you all to go share that video. I want 100,000 shares by the end of the week. All right, y'all. We're gonna take this one out. Thanks for coming on, Jose. Appreciate
All right,
it.
thank you,
Yes,
guys.
sir.
All right, y'all.